Hello friends, welcome back to Toddlers at Work. Today I am back with some great book recommendations, and these books are not the regular books. These books comes along with audio CDs, so these books are called audiobooks. I'm not sure if you have used audiobooks with your child, but if you haven't, these are must buy and should be there on your shelf. That's what I highly recommend. I've been using these audio books with my daughter, and I have seen I have seen her interest spark into reading and storing with the help of these audio books. And so before I really go on to getting into each of these titles and the authors and the publishers, I would first share with you the advantages of or the benefits of using an audiobook with your child, so that you can make an informed choice and decision that how these books really help or would help your child. So the first and foremost thing with these audiobooks is this, that it really helps the children to read above their reading level, because they're not reading it by themselves, because the narrator and it's already audio recorded. All they would need is book in front of them, so they can actually read a story which is above their reading level. Next thing is, these books really act as good models to interpretive reading, and it really helps the children to concentrate on listening. So it helps them improve their listening skills, at the same time helping them improve their speaking skills, because they get introduced to new vocabulary, even which is much advanced vocabulary in certain cases, which probably the words they have not even heard in past. So this is a great tool for the children. And they also help introduce children to different genre of books, so they don't restrict to one particular one. And then they act as a great read aloud model. So in case you are, as a parent, you are pressing against time with your busy schedules, and you really want to keep your children away from digital exposure or the screen exposure, these are great tool for that, because your child would be productively, gainfully engaged, and at the same time reading along with the book. So they are great read aloud model, and they also beautifully appreciate and understand complex language. It really helps sometimes calm them down, these books, because they have a background score, they have background music, so the narrators are actually able to focus upon certain areas. Probably it could be highlighting some humor or drama in the story, some exaggerating some sound, so the children are actually able to imagine and think, and so it's like somebody watching a movie but not actually seeing it, but it's playing in front of them. So that's the role the audiobooks play. It really transports the child, not even a child but as an adult, to a different world altogether. I have myself been listening to these books sitting along with my daughter, and as an adult I have thoroughly enjoyed these stories. So I would share the Indian publisher, the one who has the maximum audio books, and I think these are the ones with which I first started off with my daughter. My daughter was hardly 2.5, 3-year-old. So I started off with these mythological tales, because this was a great win-win situation for me, because my daughter loved reading about Krishna. So you can see, so they have the illustrations are not very elaborative, but trust me, when your child would listen the audio along with the book, the story is going to come alive. And there is one constant character in all the books, the Karadi the bear, and they start off with this common song in each book. So children start relating themselves to Karadi as the narrator and as a friend who would tell story. So every book starts off with this song, and then it moves on, and it has lovely background score, lovely voiceovers. So there are books with voiceovers of Sanjay Dutt, and we have Sanjay Dutt, Javed Jafri, and Vidya Balan. So these are great steal for your child. Each book has different set of illustrations. So the mythological books come with these set of illustrations. And also it has these coloring pages at the end of the story. So you can see, so there are different kinds of illustrations across different format of books, but this song with the Karadi remains the same, and you know, this child is always looking up to Karadi to listen to a story. So that, you know, sets a very good background for a child to listen to this story. So you can see there is birth of Ganesha, young Hanuman as I shared, and the birth of Krishna, and each book also comes with the note to the parents which talks about the benefit which I shared with you, you know, how it helps in the listening skills, concentration, reading skills and language skills, and how these books can be used at home with your child. And if you would see, again, these books also comes with the coloring page at the end. These are like short stories. So you'll see there are coloring pages over here also of the story at the end. And here again, the same note to the parents and the teachers. So here it talks about that how the Karadi Tale Junior is unique, and it's an alternative approach to concept learning. And different concepts have been introduced. So there are books available which has, you know, which caters to rhymes, and like few of these titles what we have, these are, and then they're available in Hindi as well. So, you know, it's up to you what language you want to pick. And these, some of them have been written and narrated by Gulzar, some are by Nasruddin Shah, Sayyid Jafri. So, you know, Usha Uttup, I'm sure if you have the young children, then please try these rhyme books by Usha Uttup. And you know, it has very beautiful Indian context rhymes. And I remember in one of the preschools we used to play this called Chai Chai, Coffee Coffee, which used to be really popular with the children. So you do try, if you have younger children at home and if you really want to try some Indian origin rhymes, then please do try the rhyme book as well. And Usha Uttup has done great job in this rhyme book. And I would share these two with you. One is Monkey and the Crocodile, and the other is this story about the Monkey King. This also, so you will see, you know, flaps like these. So with some book you will get the CD additional like this. In some, in the flap only you would get the CD. So it varies from book to book, and you will see, you know, how different the illustrations are, the look and feel of the book is. So it definitely gives your child different. Gives them exposure to different texture of books, different format of books, different illustrations. See, here they have even given the glossary of the words which has been used. So which you can, after the child is done reading the story, you can sit with the glossary with your child. And these are the Jataka tales. This is the one which is being done by Nasruddin Shah. This one is by Sayyid Jafri, and all these stories have been really wonderful. And another very interesting thing is at the beginning of the book, you would wonder that when children are able to read, how they would know when to turn the page. So that's very interesting. In each book, they have given this sound tuk tuk, tuk tuk tuk. So when the audiobook would start off, at the beginning only it would say that whenever this sound is made, the child has to turn the page. So that indication will be given to the child, so they are able to keep up with the narration and the illustrations and the page in the book. So, you know, that worry is also not there, that the child would not know when to turn the page, you know, when the narrator is done reading the bit over this side. So they have been really beautifully thought of and done. These are some favorite title of my daughter, you know, which we've been reading. I would just clear up this so that you can get better view of the books. So these are, here they are: Monkey on a Feast, Little Vinayak, Lizard's Tale, Super Hatman. So see, you can see, so here is the flap. So each book has a different way of getting the CD along, illustrations. In the beginning, you know, here Javed Jafri gives an introduction to himself and why he's reading this story. Same in case of Vidya Balan and Sanjay Dutt. This is a very hilarious story, Monkey on a Fast. So you can see, you know, how elaborated the illustrations are. These books are landscape, those books are, you know, portrait. Oh, this Little Vinayak has been my daughter's favorite. You can see with the condition of the book. See, the pages have come off, the amount she's read. The best part about these Karadi books is the music, the background score. You know, in each book there is a section where they are actually singing. So the text is being converted like into a song, and they're actually singing that song. And the beginning introduction song, because your child would listen it to so many times that it would actually remember. So when the audiobook starts off, my daughter, without even like waiting for the audiobook to kickstart, she starts singing that song, Namaste, Namaste, I am Karadi the bear. So it's lovely, and each book has that thing of giving that specific sound when the child has to turn the page. So you can look here, this is about a lizard's tail, that how it gets cut and how the lizard grows its tail again when she doesn't know, and she goes to each animal to ask for the tail so that which she can put on his own, and then later she discovers that her tail would grow on its own. So different concepts. This is again a hilarious story about monkey where they decide to go on a fast, but they eventually don't, and they go on eating. We had actually even attended Bookru Fest last year in Delhi, and the illustrator of this particular book was there. So we were fortunate enough even to have a read aloud session from the illustrator of this particular book, Shilpa Ranade. So this one, okay, this I already shared, Lizard's Tail, Little Vinayak. Now some foreign authors which I picked from some of these Facebook groups who sell these pre-loved books. Currently my daughter is reading onto this Crunching Munching Caterpillar, which is nothing but a very beautiful story about caterpillar turning into a butterfly. So how the caterpillar is crunching and munching throughout. You can see the colorful and vibrant illustrations, and child can actually relate. So now here when there are bees flying, so the audiobook actually gives the sound of zzz. So each and every sound is part of the audiobook, and your child would thoroughly enjoy. So when actually the caterpillar is saying crunch, crunch, munch, munch, the audio CD gives the crunch, crunch, munch, munch sound. So this is again a lovely book which we've been reading. This is like a nice good bedtime read, One Snowy Night by Nick Butterworth. So see here, the CD comes like this at the back of the book, like this. You can remove, so each CD stays intact with your book. This is again a beautiful story. You can see how warm the illustrations are. It's a nice bedtime story, so you can probably look for some titles, for the bedtime story. This is another Can't You Sleep Little Bear, where the young bear is not able to sleep. See how here the CD has come in the envelope, and the papa bear is trying to put the baby to sleep. So this is again, so these two are our good bedtime stories. So this storybook, this is by Walker Books, and you have many titles, which comes with the DVD of these books. So this book even has the video and the audio both, but we usually use only the audio and not the video of this particular story. So there's also Owl Babies and We Are Going on a Bear Hunt available in these titles, which you can really try. Noah's Ark. So there are many titles by these Walker Books, which you can really look forward for having on your shelf to read for your child, in case your child eventually enjoys reading the audiobooks. This is again David Williams, is again a great author for children who are like up to the age of 4. Great book. It focuses more on different sounds and how the child is how this baby bear is trying to scare everyone by making a sound boo, and eventually at the end how everyone scares him, and then he realizes his mistake and he stops scaring people. See how he gets scared when the others scare him boo. So each and every sound is there in the audiobook. So there are some more titles by David Williams which comes along with the CD. So I'm sure you would really like to have some audiobooks for your child on your shelf to be read. Do try Karadi Tales, easiest to procure at the moment. You can visit their website to purchase the books. Otherwise, there are other many options available from where you can buy the Karadi books. You can always look out for some discounts and sales on Amazon or Flipkart or on the Karadi's website. So they sell through their website, they sell through Amazon, through Flipkart. You can even try Swati's bookmark.in if in case you're looking forward for procuring some of the Karadi books, and you can even check for some of these Facebook groups who sell these pre-loved books. I haven't so far come across anyone selling though the audiobooks, the Karadi audiobooks, not these. These I have bought from the Facebook groups who sell pre-loved books. These I haven't found majorly anyone selling the pre-loved ones, but you can definitely try your luck checking the admins of the group and asking them. Otherwise, they are readily available on the website. You can check Eureka website, you can check Amazon, Flipkart, and even the Karadi's website. Whomsoever gives you best discount, you can probably go for that. I hope the video was useful to you, and do give us a thumbs up if you liked our video, and please do not forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much.